An EIN, or Employer Identification Number, is like a social security number for your business. It helps the IRS identify your business for tax purposes. This number is also called a Federal Employer Identification Number, FEIN, or a Federal Taxpayer Identification Number, FTIN. If you need an EIN, you can get one for free from the IRS. You have a few options to apply: online, by phone, by fax, or by mail. Does my business need an EIN? The Internal Revenue Service, IRS, has specific established rules that determine when you need to apply for an EIN when you form an LLC. If any of the following statements are true, you'll need to get an EIN. Your business has employees, your business is a partnership or a corporation, your business files excise taxes, or your business withholds taxes for non-wage income paid to a non-resident alien. Let's take a quick look at the different business structures and if they're required to get an EIN. If your business structure is a sole proprietorship without employees and doesn't file any excise or pension plan tax returns, then you are not required to get an employer identification number. However, sole proprietors with employees are required to have an EIN. If you're a sole proprietor who is hiring employees, you should start thinking about when to form an LLC. Our Sole Proprietorship to LLC Guide can help you decide when to take the next step in growing your business. You can find that linked below. It's recommended that taxpayers get an EIN in order to open a business bank account, build business credit, and lower the risk of identity theft. If your business entity is a single-member LLC without employees or excise tax liability, then you are not required to get an EIN. But, like a sole proprietor, single-member LLCs are required to have an EIN if they have employees. It's still recommended, and sometimes required, to open a bank account, to hire employees later, and in order to maintain your corporate veil. If your business structure is a partnership or multi-member LLC, you are required to get an EIN number because the LLC must file a partnership return and provide K-1s to members of the LLC. If you have an S corporation tax structure, you are required to have an EIN for tax reporting purposes. If you have a C corporation, your business is viewed as a separate entity and you are required to get an EIN for tax reporting purposes. If your business structure is a nonprofit, you are required to have an employer identification number for tax reporting purposes. When should a business get an EIN? No matter what kind of business you have, it is usually a good idea to get an EIN. An EIN is required when applying for a business bank account or business credit card. Most banks require an EIN in order to open a business banking account. A business bank account will separate your personal and business assets. This protects your corporate veil. You can also build business credit and qualify for more loans. You will also need an EIN before you can hire employees. Employees will file their taxes separately under the LLC's 1040 form. Employers need an EIN for an LLC to set up payroll, and the IRS will use the business's EIN to track payroll taxes for taxpayers. An EIN number is necessary to register for your state's employer taxes. If you're an LLC, an EIN helps you maintain your corporate veil. The corporate veil protects business owners from personal liability for the business's debts. Maintaining the corporate veil also establishes credibility and professionalism by allowing your business to have its own identity, separate from its owners. And an EIN will help to prevent identity theft. Your social security number will be more private, and it's less likely for someone to break into your accounts when you keep business finances and personal finances separate. How to get a free EIN. The quickest and simplest way for taxpayers to get a free EIN is to apply online on the IRS website using the EIN Assistant. You must form your business before getting an EIN. The IRS will ask you your business formation date and legal business name. You will need to register your business and get approval for your business's name from your state before getting an EIN. Here is some helpful information to guide you in requesting your EIN number from the IRS EIN Assistant. The IRS's hours of operation for obtaining your EIN are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Only United States and U.S. territories-based businesses are eligible. You must have a valid taxpayer identification number like a social security number, ITIN, or EIN. The entity owner or responsible party may only apply once per day. Your application must be filled out in one session and cannot be saved. The session will time out after 15 minutes if not in use, and you will immediately get an EIN after the form is completed. And applications cannot be processed if an EIN was previously obtained online. You can also apply for an employer identification number by fax or mail by completing Form SS-4. If you are submitting by fax, send your EIN application to this number. If applying by mail, submit to this address. In addition, you will need to fill out the name, social security number, or TIN, and contact information of your business's responsible party. If you have any further questions, you can also call the IRS customer service line by dialing this number here. In summary, an EIN or employer identification number is like a social security number for your business. It helps the IRS identify your business for tax purposes. You'll need an EIN if you need to open a business bank account, hire employees, or if you're an LLC and trying to maintain your corporate veil. You can get an EIN for free from the IRS either online or by mail or fax. The process is quick and completely free. We hope you found this video really useful. For more information on EINs and other free guides for starting your business, check out our website at howtostartanllc.com. Explore the rest of our channel and website for free resources and tools to help you start and grow your business. And if you have any questions at all, hit us up.